When you're going to match up your checks, I always backstitch on each big check. These are the window pane checks, just to give it a little bit more stability. A lot of tailors don't, but everyone's got their own method. I'm just showing you my method. Now, it's important when you're basting it down, I've just chalk marked in where I'm going to be stitching it. It's a 1 centimetre seam. So just try and come just past. You don't want to be catching the machine stitches in your basting stitches. It's a nightmare to get out. So just baste it just on the outside of that where you're going to stitch it, so it just ensures you will not catch in your machine. So as you go up, just make sure it's all aligned, because the way machines work, as I said, on lock stitch machines, they drag the bottom layer through. The feed dog will pull the bottom layer through, so you may have to offset it fractionally to compensate. But I don't do that method, but sometimes we'll offset it, the bottom check, so it compensates. When it pulls it through, it matches up exactly. But I'm going to show you this little method which I do, which is pretty good. So just baste it. Now when you come up to your check, because you'll have all these different plaids and checks and whatever in various widths, so when I come up to my check here, just make sure that where my seam is going to be, it's exactly aligned. And what I do, when I come up here now, I backstitch it. So I'll do a normal basting past it, and then I'll backstitch it. So basically it's like a double stitch. It just gives it more stability, because when the machine, it will pull it. So it just gives it, just make sure. But also when you're stitching, as you're stitching down, just open it up and just make sure that's aligned. So you make sure that is going to be aligned, and double check as well after you basted it, that will be aligned. Can you see that? That's just fractionally out there here. So I'm just going to undo this and just rebaste that little. So just always be careful. So the bottom here, so just baste it, and as you come to each check, backstitch it, and then just do your normal basting. When you come up to the next lot of check, backstitch it. So it kind of it's like a double thread. It will help stop it from moving. It will move fractionally because the fabric's malleable, but it will just help you try and match up the checks when it's being machined. So to always check. So after you baste it, see, check, and that's perfectly aligned as well. So I know that's aligned. And I've backstitched this, but remember, just baste it on the outside of the seam where you're going to stitch it. So, and as you're machining it, open it up. So as you're coming down the machine, just open it up, just make sure it's aligned as well, so as you're coming past it. So hopefully that's helped you. So there we go.